I saw ass milk and scent sacks. What the fuck? Hello, everyone. I made this like 10 minutes, no, like 20 minutes ago. Because I realized, like, oh, hang on. I have nothing. I can't. If I don't do this, then it would just be like a black screen that just cuts right to Rimworld, and that wouldn't be too good. I'm going to give you guys something visual to look at. But there's actually a pretty neat story because in like the last half hour, I went to get food. So I'm on my way there just to like pick up like something just to eat. And I get there and there's like this gaggle of like 40-year-old, 50-year-old men all just standing around. They're just kind of talking outside, and I'm just walking by, just minding my own business, and suddenly one of them points to me and says, "Yeah, just like that guy." And then I just go back to talking, and I'm like, I did like a double take. I looked around me, I'm like, are they pointing to someone else? No, I was like the only person around. They pointed to me and said, "Just like that guy." And I don't know what they meant by that, because, like, am I supposed to be offended by that? Is that, like, I was not listening to their conversation. They were, like, all murmuring together. That was, like, the only part I could hear. I don't know if that was something that I should be offended by or what. This is Rimworld. You've probably heard of it before. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. But it's a fucking fantastic game. I genuinely love this game. It is probably, ironically, one of my favorite games. And so today we're going to be playing Rimworld. Specifically, we're going to do a new colony because I have my own custom story I want to do. What I call, as you can tell by the title, the Art Student Survival. What does this mean? Well, we'll see in a second. First we're going to check the thing. Seems fine, whatever. And here it is. I have a mod called Prepare Carefully, which lets you, create your characters. Normally you're not allowed to do that, but here it is. Here are our characters for today. As you can tell, they have very specific attributes that make them a little different. But as you can also tell, their skills are all 0, except for one, Artistic, which I gave them from Budding Artist. This is basically going to be a stream where these people are going to have one thing that they're going to ever actually get good at, which is, for him, construction, for her, plants, for her medical, for him, intellectual, and for her, shooting. And they're going to land naked in the middle of the woods with nothing. And they're just going to have to hope to survive. Now, I gave them specific traits. I gave them Iron-Willed, which will hopefully help them from causing mental breakdowns. I tested this before, it did not. Cannibal, Jogger, Optimist, again, to help them with their, mental stuff. And Super Immune, which I gave them because, as you can tell, our doctor is shit at being a doctor. So, it'll prevent them from getting sick. But if they do get sick, then they're pretty much fucked. Why are they all artists? I'll tell you why they're all artists. They're all artists because I want to have these characters suffer. They are only art students, as you can tell. They are 19-year-old art students, and the story is that they were on a spaceship, flying around this Rimworld, suddenly exploded, and they crash-landed on this planet, and they have nothing. They were all conveniently in a shower at the exact same time, and they're also the only ones that made it to the escape pods. So these are the characters that we have to deal with today. And, yeah, that's basically it. They're going to have to try their best to survive. Yep, we're ready? Here we go. And normally in Rimworld, when you land, you have at least, like, some supplies. Nope. All of them totally naked. Nothing else but the clothes on their back, and not even that. And we'll just kind of let them work for a bit as they hopefully get a hand on it. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of these for, like, the majority of this, because no one is happy right now. Now, I know you guys are all suck at everything, but because you all suck at everything, that means you're all equally good at everything as well, so you're all going to be doing the same job. Right now, they're all currently chopping down basically every tree they see, because otherwise they will have nothing. I'm great about Rimworld. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, because I do have a bit low, but god, the music in this game is fucking incredible. Full disclosure, these guys are probably going to die. Don't expect these characters to live. They will die. the nature of this, very likely that they're not going to live to see even mid-game, being real here. Regardless, make do with what we can. Oh god, they're prioritizing the fucking floors. I mean, I guess what else are they gonna do? Like, smoothing the floor is like the easiest thing you can do. That's actually a neat tip. If you need someone to up their construction skill, have them sand down the floors and walls, because it's not that much work. It's literally impossible to fail, but it gets them really high up. Right, we also need a grow zone. I'm realizing that there might be people here who don't know what Rimworld is. So a grow zone, what you do here is, this is how they get food. We have them grow rice because that's the thing that grows the fastest. Basically, it's like, when they have nothing else to do, they'll go down there and they'll start planting shit. There's a lot of things in Rimworld. It's not like a one-to-one simulation. They take liberties in what they need to take. Oh my god. Okay, I reacted like that because this girl, it's so rare. Normally roofs just go up. I didn't even know until literally right now that they even have a progress bar in them. That's how low these guys are. Even like the lowest level construction worker usually has them up without even needing the bar. That is fucking... oof. Yeah. Plants. Alright, Avery, we need you down here. We need you to start planting shit. So she's gonna go down there, start planting rice seeds. The goal of Rimworld is to not die. That's basically what we're dealing with. Now, luckily, their mood is something we don't really have to worry about. Unless, like, shit goes really south. But, like, for now... ooh. Lynx, be careful about that. But, like, for now, it should be fine. But they need, like, basic amenities. They need food, they need shelter, and they need tables to eat off of. Because they get a massive... they get, like, an unnecessarily high debuff. This fucker over here is just being lazy. Put in your work, Danny! You're being lazy too. I can't fucking believe you guys. It's like you guys don't want to survive or anything. Fuckers aren't even cutting the trees. Get to work. Did you even... did she plant at all? Did she even do her job? I told her to... she didn't. Oh wait, that's medical. What the fuck am I doing? Did she just plant like one rice seed and get... Jesus. Danny's bangs are in his face. No. Oh, yes, but I can't cut his hair. So what's he doing right now? He has extremely low comfort. Get used to it, buddy. You will not be comfortable ever again. I put them in a place where winter is going to fucking suck. I just realized that. Right? It's not on the equator, is it? No, we're in the southern hemisphere. Yeah, no, this is gonna fucking suck for them. You can't grow food in the winter. You can't grow food in the winter. You can't do anything in the winter apart from just, hold out. So these guys might be a winter death. Not gonna lie, they're probably not gonna survive past winter. But, who knows? Crazier things have happened, and I'm going to make sure... who the fuck is the plant girl? It's Avery, right? Yeah, can I get you on just plant? Where even are you? Where are you? You're just sleeping. Everyone's okay, you're just going on plant. Where is it? I mean, I can't, like, force her to do it right now. Wait, what am I talking about? Yes, I can. Go. How did you even get... why did you even cross that river? Why would you go in the river naked? Oh, wait, hang on. Berries. Shit. No, I actually need this. Never mind, I know what I just said. Get those fucking berries. Stay warm in the winter, or is the food an issue? Warmth, they can freeze to death. They can starve to death. They can be attacked to death. They can have a mental break and kill themselves. They can do a lot of shit that will cause their death. So hopefully, we prevent that from happening. This fucking Lynx is worrying me. All this Lynx has to do is decide to just hunt one of them, and then it's fucked. Okay, they have some packaged survival meals down here. So basically, as it was alluded to earlier, the actual plot of like one of like the pre-selected ones is that you're in a spaceship, it crashes, and only like a handful of you survive. Which is why like there's all this junk littered around. There's like old food meals, and there's just like there's chunks of steel. There's like a ship part somewhere around here I saw. And that's basically like the plot of like the real game that like I ripped this from, which is why you saw them crash. I can speed this up. What the fuck am I doing? I wanted to go slow for discussion, but yeah. So there's not really much to do at night. They're just gonna sleep. I mean, we have them assigned to cut some berries at least. That's like how most of your Rimworld start. Oh, with like just berries and stuff. But I do have a couple of mods that should actually help. And I'm not too sure how much I want to use them, but I have a fishing mod, which might be helpful. I'm gonna make a little fishing zone over here then for them to fish in. You can basically just fish and just get meals from that, and just get like some fish from that every now and then. That's fun. There's something called the hospitality mod, which means every now and then a visitor will come by and want to sleep. We're going to be turning them away for a while because we have no other beds. They have nothing to hunt with. It's a terrible idea to hunt with your fists, because look at these guys. These horns are like, what, like couple, half a foot, almost a foot wide. You're not gonna fucking go fist to fist with that. We did not survive. We did not make it to the top of the food chain as we are now by going fist to fist with things. No, we picked up a stick or like a rock and we bashed our head in. Problem is, you can't do that in Rimworld. You have to make actual weapon, which no one seems to want to make. Where the fuck is our construction guy? Oh, he's sleeping. Alright, well, as you can see what I mean. His construction is already at 2, almost 3, from just sanding shit down. It is kind of... Oh, shit, plasteel? That's like one of the best materials in the game. Alright, that's good. Huh? Alright, who's your favorite? I'm on Team Danny. No, Danny sucks. Danny's a jackass. He was just sleeping all day. I don't know, this guy's cool. I don't fucking know. They're all assholes. They're all like art students who don't give a shit about anything. So they're which is, they're all, I like to imagine that they're all dicks. I mean, they're all cannibals, technically speaking. Right? Hang on, where is it? Yeah, they're all cannibals. Chris was taught never to eat human beings. He was wrong, horrible. One time long ago, he tried it and he liked it. So he ate a human and was fine with that. So they're all at least in some part horrible. So I don't feel sympathy or like anything good about any of these guys. They all suck. Fuck these guys. I hope they die. That's why I made this world as harmful. That's why I put them in a shit situation. Don't clip that. Don't clip me saying that I hope people die. It makes me seem like a psychopath. Good job. First done. You can actually watch their health. Oh, this one got shot. Okay, that's actually helpful. Okay. Not good. Really not good. You see, this is why I don't have them fucking hunt. Okay, retreat. Retreat. Get the fuck away. Death in 6 hours. We do not want that. Oh god, it's falling. Okay, everyone else, pick up arms. Beat this turkey to death. You see what I mean, though? What I mean when I said it's not a good idea to have them hunt without any weapons? That person had a spiked club, and now they're almost dead. And also, all these people are horribly malnutritioned. But whatever. Beat the turkey to death. It's following her. Okay, it's dead. One fucking hit. It's dead. Jesus Christ, Avery. Okay, and we already have campfire. Go butcher. Oh, you're not... Oh, Jesus Christ. Get in bed. Get in bed. Shit. Death in 5 hours. Who the fuck is our doctor? How did she get hurt? I mean, how did she get hurt? She went hand to hand with a turkey. You don't fuck with a refuse visiting until I have guest beds. You don't fuck with you don't fuck with any animal. People could probably get like brought to death if they fought like a wild gerbil. If they were just like dropped in the middle of nowhere with nothing. Like, a raccoon could kill anyone right now who is currently here. But you don't fuck with wild animals. We're incredibly fragile as a species, so don't fuck with animals. You know, that's the lesson you learn from Rimworld, is don't fuck... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, is she good? No, not at all. The lesson you learn from Rimworld is don't fuck with nature, because nature will kill you. No, turkey fighting seemed like Zoda Forte. What? Oh, no. I mean, her melee, she has a good melee, I guess, but... Oh my... You see why we gave them the positive things? If this was not here, they would all be... Are they all like this? Yeah, they're all fucked. If we did not give them Iron Will, they would be, like, mentally incapacitated at this point. Advanced starvation. They are... Oh my god. Oh god, he's in the bread. We have a minor break risk. You see, that's another thing. In a game as fragile as this right now, a break risk is terrible. Because that's basically... What happens when someone breaks is that they have like a mental snap. And they can have a variety of things happen. Sometimes they go pyromaniac. Sometimes they go on like an insulting spree. Sometimes they just start killing people. We don't want that to happen right now. Especially not at this point. Shit. Oh god. Esme is breaking down. Hideous environment? What do you mean? Beauty skill set. Oh. Never mind. Do you think these people, like, even know each other? Hang on. We're the storytellers. We can make it. No, these people don't even know each other. They do not even know each other canonically. They are complete strangers with one another. And this is, like, complete hell. How do you fix medical emergency? It just kind of happens naturally. Wait, Avery has a medical emergency. Ah, shit. Why didn't you eat those berries? I thought you ate those berries. There are no berries. What the fuck happened? Oh, God. Avery, get to work. It's so dark right now. I don't have the lights on in my room. When my roommate left, he didn't, like, turn them on. The only light I have right now is my laptop and my cool keyboard. Which is a neat keyboard. I got from my friend. It's actually a bit of a story behind that. I'm actually currently working on getting a computer. Like a proper one, not just like my shitty laptop. And I got a message one day from my friend, and he was like, hey, do you want a computer? I was like, hell yeah. And he says, well, I got a friend who's got a computers to drop off. And I'm like, okay, that sounds fun. So, like it was like Wednesday night, we go out to that guy's apartment. Nice place, nice guy. And he has like a 5-foot stack of computers. Like, there's just like literally, like, picture like proper, like, not like 2008 Dell computers, like rectangle brick shit, just stacked on top of each other, like 5 feet, like 3 layers of them. There's like 5 on each one. It's like, how the fuck did you get this? Apparently, like they're all from like his company, that like they're monetizing their tech, and they just let him have it because like what the fuck else are they gonna do with it? I haven't gotten to try it yet though because I have everything else still in the mail. I got the keyboard, which is nice. It's a nice keyboard. I got like mouse in the mail, I got a mouse pad coming, and I got the Wi-Fi adapter, which is just like this little USB stick, because apparently old computers from this day, they didn't have fucking Wi-Fi in their things. So if I'm gonna get on the internet, I have to get that. So that should be fun. Ah, what the fuck? Oh, that's a follow. Thank you for following. I reacted so strongly. I feel bad. I forgot I had that. I forgot I had fucking Friday night as my thing. I was not prepared for it. And then it just comes in out of nowhere, and I thought that like the music software I was using earlier to play the fucking Zora song was up. Nope, turns out it's just me being a dumbass. So last week, here's a story while they just, cut berries and shit. Last week there was a carnival in town, not like a big thing, it was like a small thing. It was on my college, so it was like a couple rides, but they're fun. I was riding them. Actually, like I was telling like the story to people who I was on the ride with. There's like this little like spin ride called like the Tornado or something. And I was just kind of like telling them this story. But like the year before they had like all the same rides. So I was riding that. And it was like a cheap carnival ride, whatever. But like, everyone's like seatbelt wasn't like working properly. And I was like, oh, this is rough. Everyone people had to get up and leave because their seatbelts just weren't working. Like one person had like a seatbelt that like both ends were like the part that they're like the parts that you stick in, but it was like both sides. So like if you actually put the two together, it would just be like 2 holes touching. Like it wasn't like actually like the click part. There wasn't the part you actually put into it, just the part. It was a fucking mess. Anyway, so as I was getting off, I was like taking my seatbelt off, and like as I did, I like pulled it, and the whole thing just came off of my seat, and it just fell to the floor. And I'm like, holy shit, that's dangerous. Because this thing was really spinning you around. Like, I don't think that, like, if that came off, I would be in any danger, per se. But, like, that just kind of goes to show, like, were they actually taking care of these things? It's worrying. Genuinely. It's a worrying prospect of, like, being on a ride and then figuring out, oh, my seatbelt could have just come off any minute. Jesus, this is, like... If there are, like, 3 of these in, like, a normal game of Rimworld, I'm having a fucking aneurysm. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 major problems that they need to be addressed, and I just can't do shit. You know, technically speaking, every mammal makes milk, right? Anyways, does that mean that there are people who buy, like, that brand of milk? Because, like, we all hate, like, factory farms. Like, factory farms are heavily hated against, so you don't want them to have, like, cow milk. You know, there's just some people who don't want that. But, like, what about, like, beaver milk? Beavers even make milk? I'm pretty sure beavers make milk, so yeah, like, why not drink beaver milk if you don't want, like, cow milk, you know? According to online, it's an alternative to vanilla beans. Blah, 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 blah. Another source of vanilla flavor is generally recognized as safe by U.S. authorities. The ass milk is typically collected after... Okay. I'm not... I don't know if that was just a typo, or what have you, but I saw arse milk. I saw ass milk, and I'm not reading the rest of that. I saw ass milk and scent sacks. What the fuck? Oh shit, what's going on now? You see how much shit has to be happening to them for them to get even into major major break risk? Let's see, they had to rebuff Chris. Someone I don't like tried to romance me. They have disturbed sleep, ate without a table, slept in the heat, sweaty, sleeping alone, slept on ground, insulted and naked, hungry, awful barrack, now ravenously hungry, ate raw food, intense pain, and hideous environment. Boom rats explode if you kill them. So shit. As old artist has suffered a total mental breakdown and encountered a catatonic state. She'll recover in several days. This happened because of poor mood. The final straw was hideous environment. That's what was the final straw? Could have been something cool. Like your horrible, horrible pain you're in. No, you gotta have a mental breakdown because you don't like the look of the fucking wall. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess that's what you gotta do, you know? Danny! Don't flirt with her, you little cheater. This is what I mean. These guys are terrible. Avery tried to attract Danny by playfully making fun of the way he's speaking. Danny turned away. Okay, good. He is not reciprocating, so he's not a scumbag. Did they just eat all of the food? Okay, never mind. They're dicks. Alright, here's a question. Because I think I got an answer. If you were in this exact scenario, but all by yourself, completely alone, in the middle of the woods, let's say you're not naked, you got like some clothes on. How long do you think you could survive? Because I think I could survive probably like 3 hours before like a wolf just comes out of nowhere and eats me. I have no survival skills. I'd just be like wandering like, hello? Hello? Could someone help me? A GPS on my phone? I don't have my phone. I don't know where I am. And just like a bear is just there and I'm just dead instantly. The only thing I know about survival and bears and stuff like that is if it's brown, get down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, good night. Which is, if it's a black bear, you have to make yourself big and scream a lot. If it's a brown bear, probably dead. And if it's a polar bear, you're already dead, so don't worry about it. Apparently, also, I looked this up. Like a black bear and a brown bear don't necessarily need to actually be black and brown. Like, the distinguishing thing is like a hump on their back. Like, brown bears have humps on their back and black bears don't, or something like that. So, if you're ever out there and you see a brown bear without a hump on your back, you see a black bear with a hump on the back, don't get confused. Oh, here we go. Since it looks like you've been here for a while, Danny thinks it's time you give your faction a name. What should you be called? The fucked people, because they are fucked. Starving. Ah, I should have named it Starving Artists. Fuck. That's better. This is really depressing. I don't know how long the catatonic breakdown lasts. So they're basically just in like a vegetative state, right? That's what catatonic means, right? They're basically like a vegetable right now. So we do not have the proper. Okay, so they're just in a vegetative state. We don't have any way of fixing this. And they are cannibals. So should we just have them kill her and eat her? See, only in Rimworld. Oh, thrombos. Let's get off that dark topic for a second. Look at the thrombos. Ooh. Don't fuck with the thrombos. They will fuck you up. I've been watching this show lately. It's called Ghost Stories. You may have heard of it. You may not have. But it's actually... I was actually telling a friend of mine... Ah, jeez. Hang on. Yeah, you can hear him chewing. But like, last night, Thursday night, I was just with some friends and we were getting like some grilled cheese or whatever, and I was telling them about it. So basically, it's this show. I was in Japan in like the early 2000s during like the big anime boom of the West. Everyone wanted anime. It was like post Dragon Ball Z. Everyone wanted anime. So this company was like, we need to find something to air on our kids' TV. And they found this like... It was like just... I think it was Toei, actually. It was like a pretty big name in Japan. Why I say it like that? In Japan, Jesus Christ. They're like a... I think they even make Dragon Ball, so it was like a pretty big company. And this dumb company was like, hey, we'll buy the rights to this new show. And we'll air it in America, we'll dub it, we'll do everything. And they're like, okay, cool. And they got the show, and it was complete shit. It aired, no one liked it, it was a complete disaster, and... yeah, it was kind of a train wreck. So then this company on their hands this terrible show no one liked, and they're like, well, what the fuck do we do now? So they just handed it to the guys, said, do whatever you want, and they did do whatever they wanted. And it's fucking hilarious, because they literally just did whatever. They did not care.
You see, the internet was a blessing from the Lord Jesus.
I'm not gonna blame the turkey. It's not the turkey's fault. Turkey didn't do anything wrong. She can make it. Do they want her dead? No. This is her boyfriend. But I want them dead. Now, how did that that did not... That didn't even really fuck up his mental state all that much. He's gonna have a minor break risk at the hardest. These people do not care about each other as much as they should. They were lovers. Yeah, these two were lovers, and he's barely cares that she's dead right now. Like, look at this. It's not even that bad. 43%. He is not that upset. He is happy. He is content with his girlfriend being dead. And butchered. That's how little these people care. And these guys are probably doing even better. No, they're worse. This guy just killed his girlfriend and butchered her. And they're doing worse mentally than he is. Fucking hell. Esme told it. Last night, bruised in the torso caused Isabella to die. This morning, Danny and Esme are chatting about billiards. Chris and Danny chatted about swimming. Esme told a joke about billiards to Danny. This motherfucker just killed his girlfriend and ate her, and now they're just having a pleasant conversation about sports. Look at that turtle. He's just going about his day. Really fine. He has artery blockage. Never mind, he is fucked. I didn't even know animals could get artery blockage in this game. So an ancient danger, for those who don't know. Oh, fuck. Run, Avery, run. Get him, boys. Beat him. Crack human fist, crack... What? Destroyed his left leg. Hold the fucking phone. Jesus Christ, you guys are fucking wild. You destroyed his his right leg. How'd you even do that? Nice night. I like the sound of the crickets. It sounds comforting. It reminds me of camping. I haven't camped in a while. I actually used to camp. Actually, I went to a day camp. Have you fuckers even heard about this? there's a thing I went to called day camp, which was it was like a local park of mine. And what they did was you would like drop your kids off there, and then they would just be like, hey, here's some activities to do. It was like normal campground activities, like arts and crafts and like shit like that. And then you just went home, and you just did that for like 5 days, and then you just went home every day. It's like, it's not really camp. It's just like it's just you're just dropping me off at like an area, just do random shit. We did like a scavenger hunt one day, and we just walked around the park, and to like these specific areas. We were led by people. We just walked around the park. We got to an area. We found the thing that was already there, and they knew was there, and then we just moved on. We basically just walked around the park for like 2 hours that day, and that's all we did. And then we got sent back home. That place was a fucking nightmare now that I think about it. It was terrible. And like I think my family like actually paid money for it too. It was like awful. And then the people are also jackasses because we were just kids. We were just trying to have fun. Whenever we would do that, they'd just get like up in our face like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. And it's like all I did was just run. We were at a playground and I was running. They're like, hey, slow down. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean slow down? It's a playground. And I'm like 8. This is like the one time that I'm supposed to be running. Yeah, those guys sucked. And then I remember on the last day, like my mom was the bus driver because she's the bus driver, and that was kind of fun, I guess. But she was the bus driver, and she was gonna take me home, and I had to go to the bathroom, before we left, because I just had to. What do you want from me? Because we were in line, like getting in the bus, and like we had to pack up, and it wouldn't let us do anything while we were packing up, so we just packed up and everything. So I had to go to the bathroom when all that was done. And I talked to my mom. I was like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? And she was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. It's right down there. I was like, okay, great. So I ran off, went to the bathroom, I came back, and all was fine. Why did I tell them to smooth that surface they can't reach? It was always fine until like I get home, and I was like, when you went to the bathroom, those people were like, he's just faking it. So he, for some reason, I remember they said, they just said, he's just faking it. Like, what? What the fuck do you mean I'm just faking it? I had to pee. What does that even mean? Why would I fake having to go to the bathroom? Oh, here's a fun thing. I got this new mechanical keyboard, but I'm new. It has like a different layout than my laptop, just because of like the way that it is. So what I did was I started just writing down a complete stream of consciousness, just like in like a Google Doc. Right. This is actually kind of a neat thing to talk about. What the fuck was up with Cotton Eye Joe? That's like just one of the things I have written down. It was just literally just whatever I thought of. It was just said, what the fuck was up with Cotton Eye Joe? And I think I kind of get what I meant. That was like a song that was incredibly popular for like, what was it? It was like a long amount of time. Cotton Eye Joe was like a popular song for a while now. And like, I remember like hearing it. I don't think anyone actually liked it, as in like they liked to listen to it. I think it was just like a song that was just somehow managed to sneak itself into the public conscious. Can I Joe play at your school? No, what? You went to a school dance where they played Cotton Eye Joe? When? In like fucking elementary school? Don't tell me that I played in fucking high school, because I would not believe you, unless you're like 30 years old. It was all the rage in school, man. Did you not have it? No, I did not have Cotton Eye Joe be very popular in like elementary school. I just knew it from my family. I heard the fucking dumbest like video game theory. Okay, I think a lot of video game theories are like inherently dumb because they're all like trying to prove something that is like inherently unprovable. Okay, that's not what I meant. I mean like, so much of it is just obviously not based on fact. Of course there's game theory, which is like the progenitor of this shit. And I think it was one of his videos. It was just like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It was an Animal Crossing theory. And the theory was that the animals aren't actually animals, but they're not like demons or ghosts or like cultists or anything like that, like all the cool theories. It was that they're people. But your character is like a schizophrenic, and you just see them as animals. And I watched that, and I was like, if he can make any evidence for this at all, I'll be impressed. And guess what? There was no evidence at all that I could find anywhere in that video that was like actually like led to that conclusion. Like, there's no point where I was like, oh, okay, I can at least kind of see how that connection would be work. No. His theory was, like, basically on the fact that, oh, there are also normal birds and fish. And it's like, so? That's just like a thing. That's like a trope of, like, furry animal theory, you know? Like in shows like for like Sonic or something. Or whatever, what have you. There's always like just normal animals too. Sonic has like fucking pigs and shit. That's just a trope. It's normal. Like, unless it's something like Beastars where like the whole point is, no, we're not bringing up Sonic theories. I don't want to get. I talk about Sonic enough. I don't need this shit to become a Sonic stream. It's like a normal humanoid. No. There's both. There's both a humanoid pig, and there are like actual just pigs. They're called porkies, I think they're called. They have like specific names for like the animals. Just like the birds are all called flickies. I think the pigs are called porkies. So anyways, yeah, there's also like a humanoid pig called Porker Lewis in the British Sonic comic. We're not talking about Sonic. I told you, this is what happens when I fucking start talking about Sonic. I get carried away on this shit. So anyways, what I was saying was, unless it's something like Beastars, where like the point, or like Zootopia, I guess too, where like the whole point of like the thesis of like the fucking themes of the show or movie is like based on like the fact that like animals eating animals is like a thing, you usually have like normal ass animals and furry shit too. Like, so like there's nothing like inherently out of the ordinary about having like a normal ass bird and fish in the world of Animal Crossing. I mean, yeah, it's just a terrible theory. I watched like the first like 10 minutes of it and I'm like, what? This is bullshit. Not 10 minutes. I watched like the first like 2 minutes of it. I was like, this is terrible. I heard him pronounce his theory and I'm like, I'm done. I just left. Because like, what the fuck else? Am I really supposed to sit through like a 10-minute video of this shit? And it's actually, despite living like a somewhat small area without like a lot of people around, there actually, you'd be surprised how many like weird people I find. Like there will be like multiple times, at least like once a month, where I just find someone who's really weird. Like there was this one time, this was like early, this was like first year at college shit. I was out and about, I was just minding my own business. No, I had just eaten dinner. That's what it was. I had just eaten dinner. And I was just out, and I was like right outside of like the dining hall that we have on campus. And I went outside, and there was this guy with this 50-foot American flag, decked out in like USA garment, like red, white, and blue pants, red, white, and blue shirt. Yeah, MAGA hat on. And I was like, you know, this is a guy weird enough that I want the experience of talking to him. Even though it's probably not the best idea. So I went over, and I looked up, and I was like, hey man, what you doing? He's like, how else do you start a conversation with someone like that? I was like, hey man, what are you doing? And he said, oh, you know, I'm just enjoying this glorious day in this free nation of ours. I'm expressing my First Amendment right and shit like that. I'm like, oh god, okay, I get it. And I was like, okay, bye. And like, that's all I got. And for a while of my life, that was like the only thing I knew of that guy. So he was a weird guy, big flag guy. That was it. Until like 2 weeks ago, I was in class, and it was like a lull period. And we were just kind of talking to each other. And I was talking to this one person, and I brought that up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy. He got kicked off of campus because he tried to shoot someone." Oh wait, no, that was someone else. No, he got kicked off of campus because he threatened to bomb someone. That's what it was. I'm not joking. Apparently he was like, there was like a Muslim event happening, and he was like, he didn't want that. Because, I mean, given his description, do I need to explain why he didn't want that? He was just some fucking asshole. And he like threatened to bomb it. And then they were like, had to kick him off campus for it. And he's probably a little whiny bitch about it. But like, you can't threaten to bomb something. Well, if there's no normal animals in Sonic, then you gotta make fictional ones. That's true. And you know what? They don't. They just have pigs. They just call them something different. I don't know, maybe that's just like the Mobian word for pig. You know? Like how, like, different... Like how, like, fuck, what is it? There's, like, two completely different languages that developed interchangeably, and yet they had, like, a very similar word for, like, the same thing. I forgot what... I think it was, like, Aboriginal and, like, Polynesian or something like that. Or, like, Native American and Polynesian or something like that. So, like, maybe, like, for Mobius, it's like, oh, they just called them pork pickies, but they're still, like, pigs, you know? Flickies are just birds. Rickies, are they called? Are the rabbits, I think? Pretty much. It gets complicated. Just a kid's game. Don't put too much thought into it. You must be new. Have you not seen my videos? No. It's fun. It's fun, though. It's fun to do. It's fun to overanalyze, like, videos about... It's fun to overanalyze stupid kids things, but, like, there has to be a point where it's like, okay, you have to acknowledge... Because that's the problem with Matt Pat, and why, like, everyone always gets up in him. He doesn't ever acknowledge... Well, he very rarely does acknowledge the fact that, like, this is all bullshit. Like, yeah, his catchphrase is that it's just a theory, a game theory, but, like, that's, like, at the very end of every video. Like, he plays it straight throughout, like, the entire video. And, like, at the very end, it's like, who knows, maybe I'm wrong. It's like, that just sounds like you're deflecting in case someone thinks you're an idiot. In case you say something that's really stupid. No, you gotta be like, hey, I know this sounds stupid, but here's what I think. And it's like, okay, that's fine. That's what I do. Because, like, I know that fucking discussing Sonic lore is stupid. And yeah, I made the timeline video on it, and it's like, what? Are you talking about again? Matt Pat. Game theory guy? The guy who does all the game theories. He did, like 50 videos on FNAF. I think calling him a freak is a bit of a stretch, but... I mean, fair. P.S. Post that vid on the timeline you made on FJ sometime. I don't recall seeing it. No, I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, FJ is Funny Junk. It's a website that I also post my videos on. The most degenerate website on the planet. Avoid it at all costs. I'd say that's not true. I'd say that there's worse websites on the internet than Funny Junk. I'd say, like, what? What's worse? You'll never experience happiness again if you don't. No. There's worse websites out there than Funny Junk. Now, Twitter and, like, Tumblr are worse than Funny Junk. I'll give it this, though. Tumblr has, like, a lot of fun, but weird-ass stories. Like... My bro be pissed. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. But yeah, Tumblr, there was this one story. Cookies! That's the fucking story. There's a cookie story about Tumblr, where it was a Homestruck artist, I think it was. They had, like, a feud with someone else, and they... Basically, with like there was an artist and there was a guy who didn't like the artist. And what that guy who didn't like the artist did was make a cookie that had like razors in it. Oh no, it was needles. That was it. It was needles. It was like pin needles. They're like sewing needles in it. And the person took a bite and just completely fucked up their mouth. And the person just ran away and they got away. We don't know who did it. We just know that they had a Tumblr account, and they were very proud of it. And like, what the fuck was that? That's not even like the weirdest thing I've heard about from Tumblr. I've heard like some weird shit. There was another Homestruck person who dyed their skin gray, or black or whatever, by dumping a whole load of ink from like a marker into a bathtub and soaking in it. They like soaked themselves in black ink because they wanted to cosplay like some character from Homestruck that had like black skin. Which, already, a little iffy, but what are you gonna do? But they ended up, like, dyeing their skin black because they soaked in this ink. And then, later on, they got skin poisoning from it and died. We have just got our first source of power. So good for you, Chris. What does power do? What do you think? What does power do? I don't know, what does power do in our normal life? It gives us electricity. It's power. What do you mean? It's like electricity. It's electric power. As me. Don't let us down. Oh, you have terrible melee. Alright. Jump it from behind. Murderous rage. Oh, fuck. He has decided to kill Chris. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Well, shit. This isn't good. Avery, get up arms. Get fighting. Get him. Holy shit. Do you see what I mean when I say that these fucking mood debuffs can be, like, terrible? He has hypothermia. Well, no shit, you have hypothermia. You're in a freezer. Did Esme just lose both of her fucking eyes? Holy shit. This was, like, going so well, like, 10 seconds ago. And instantly 2 terrible things happened, and now we're fucked. Okay, well, we're almost... Okay, now that we have this situation cleared out, we are going to stop. Alright, and that'll be Rimworld for the night. Thank you all for coming. This was a great time. It was nice to give this a shot. And I'm glad you all could come.